So we are group A10, and we aimed to provide Amazon with a thorough solution and overview to their Amazon delivery system. We achieved this by effectively establishing a variety of different MIS, TPS, DFD, and BPMN diagrams that allowed us to thoroughly explain to Amazon how the processes work, what they entail, and how effectively the system functions. So my colleagues will go into depth and explain how each of the processes work and what it entails.
Starting from level 0 DFD, we identified the main stakeholders and flows. Then we expanded level 0 into level 1 DFD by adding processes and databases for van allocation, customer feedback, and wage and performance. Finally, for level 2 DFD, we added data flows to further explain the DFD.
We carried out a stakeholder analysis and developed a power matrix in order to improve the depth and detail of our system analysis, or TPS and MIS, and to provide a more accurate representation of the company's processes. In order to produce an effective stakeholder analysis of the Amazon delivery business, a group had a thorough discussion before delving into the analysis. The discussion enabled us to share ideas with our peers and to obtain an understanding of how different members of the group have different perceptions of the analysis. The discussion led to an agreement in terms of how the power and interest matrix will be structured and in terms of who the internal, connected, and external entities are. After the discussion, each of the members assigned to themselves relevant tasks, such as graphing the matrix, building the table, or identifying stakeholders, and delved into it. Working in a structured manner whereby the team had group discussions and where each member focuses on a different part of the overall product enabled us to be organized, efficient, but more importantly, to produce a high-quality stakeholder analysis.
For the prototype designed by our group, we firstly design a low-fidelity prototype as a starting point. Then, based on the low-fidelity prototype, we then create a high-fidelity prototype on the computer. There are more details in the high-fidelity prototype which specifies the content and function of our app in a clear way. And then after we finish the prototype of our app, we then check whether the prototype's functions have corresponding process in the data flow diagram. As a result, this enables our group to avoid every possible errors and missing information in the data flow diagram and also the prototype. As a result, by finishing the prototype of our group, we modified our DFB and hence it enables us to increase the level of details in our DFD.
The BPMN demonstrates the flow of processes in the Amazon delivery service. With its power of expression, it describes precisely what happens in the entire process from the very beginning of a customer places an order to the end of the business. With the BPMN, the managers could have better control over the entire business and ensure a better communication between different stakeholders. With the guidance of the DFD, we finally designed the BPMN and take considerations of all the potential functions in the driver's app. The difficulties we faced in the process of generating the BPMN was how to connect what each group member has done in a smooth, logical way, and whenever we want to refine the BPMN, we have to take consideration of the effect on each stakeholder in the business process.